getting into another hypothetical boxing matchup, I think that should really happen just as much as I think the last one we did about Danny Garcia and Sean Porter should happen soon. I think this fight, with the implications that it could have, should happen. This your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Box Clinic and more. And I say it should happen because, if Triple G really wants to move up and forget his undisputed dreams, we know Canelo's not electing to fight for the WBC again, I believe, unless he changes his mind because he's beefing with the WBC. I mean, if Triple G chooses to move up or chooses to rematch Canelo, like Oscar said, it could be a trilogy. That means the WBC will have to do their job and strip him. And the next two highest challengers, especially if Jermall Charlo is able to beat Hugo Centennial Jr., would be, number two would be Canelo, which he shouldn't be ranked because he's not messing with WBC. So the next two highest challengers will be Jermall Charlo and Danny Jacobs. And I'm pretty sure, I know HBO and I know Eddie Hearn are not too fond of Danny Jacobs taking on Jermall Charlo. But Danny Jacobs told Fight Hype right before Luis Arias fight that it would be no issue for Jermall to come over to HBO. He can come over and take a shot at Danny. And I don't take Danny as a bull driver, And I know that HBO invested a 6 or a 5 fight deal in Danny Jacobs. And for Jermall Charlo to walk over here and whoop on Danny Jacobs without a world title wouldn't make sense. So it's a world title line. If it's sanctioned for a world title, I know 2 Al Heyman advised managed fighters are expensive to make, but it's the main event that HBO will need. I mean, what most people believe in, HBO is pushing the international thing and pushing all ballroom brawlers. They need some more American flavor on that channel, and it seems they were going for that little European invasion. And to get back to having a great fight, why not put 2 American fighters on for a middleweight strap? Charlo and Jermall and Danny Jacobs. That makes sense, It makes sense as a main event wherever they want to have it. If it's in Southwest, if it's in Texas, or it's out in New York City. I think it's definitely the Robitussin medicine that HBO needs. They need to get back in favor with the American hardcore, purists, and casual fans that they can identify with people that speak English. That, it's a very competitive fight that I think it's a 99.9% chance that it ends in excitement and jubilee for one side. And I think it won't be controversy. I think it will end in a very interesting bout. And I think it will end in a knockout. And I think with people, I think if they put some money behind this fight, it can do very well. And I know it's a risk having a guy from another network come over and fight a guy that you gave a 5 or 6 fight deal with and potentially walk away from your network scot-free with a belt. Once you invested a lot of money into the middleweight division with a 3 fight deal for Andrade, deal with Canelo, Golovkin, and you have to invest some more money in this guy and get him to sign to HBO, probably before the fight. Because after the fight, he probably going to run back over to Showtime. And, he probably wouldn't have no problem coming back to HBO fighting Canelo Alvarez and Andrade and the rest of the bunch as well. But you want to sew up a guy like that, contractually wise. You want to sew him up. But it was an excellent fight. Both of these guys, people, say they was weight bullies, especially Charlo at 154. But like I said, if you make the weight, it's no debate. But I feel this is a fight that boxing needs, and more so than the boxing fans, HBO needs, to get back in the good graces of the fan with this weak schedule they got in the first half of the year. And what may up the ante is the simple fact that Triple G may be stripped if he move up or face Canelo for a 3rd time, and the WBC should do the right thing because he hasn't fought a mandatory and he hadn't thrown a punch to get that belt. So if they stripped him and give it to and put this up for grabs between Charlo and Jacobs, and I know Charlo is fighting, Jermall is fighting for the interim title, but if they can, sanction this fight versus the 2 highest challengers, I mean, this would be great for boxing. I think HBO will have a buzz back, and I think they can mend the relationship with Al Heyman because they need the PBC buzz or the Top Rank buzz to come back, and they in talks with Lomachenko and with Linares to come over to HBO, or Linares go to ESPN, let's hope it's HBO, and they working with Danny Jacobs and Jarrell B. Baby Miller, who are both, I believe, advised by Al Heyman. So, but, stylized, this fight can disappoint, Jacobs brings a lot of heat. I'm liking Jacobs. I think the gap is closing between, my opinion on who wins this fight, because Jacobs is a phenomenal talent. And not only he's a phenomenal talent, he's recovering from cancer well. And, he's confident. His confidence is through the roofs. And And Jermall Charlo confidence has never wavered, you know, since I've known him on the boxing scene. So you got two confident, power punching, athletic, fast, quick guys who mirror themselves, you know, physically and, you know, talent wise. They do a lot of things well. I'm just saying it's a fight that can't disappoint, in my opinion. This is a fight that has to happen. And if HBO can pick it up and it could be for a vacant WBC title, man, why not do it, man? It makes sense. So let me know what y'all think about this hypothetical matchup. We got one more coming. We out.